Now let us see the remaining functions based on text files. The question will appear like this for the CBSE board theory exam. Write a Python function to calculate the size of a file drama.txt. So certainly you can start with the keyword def followed by suitable name for the function symbol colon. Certainly you should write a document string. For the theory exam, no need to make use of relative path. You can very well make use of absolute path. The file must be opened for reading purpose. Using ifs.read, you can read the whole data. It is stored in the string variable s, and a length of s will give you the size of the file, number of characters present in this string, which is nothing but the size of the file. It was already explained in that program. Another possible question. Write a Python function to count the number of A in the file drama.txt. So your string variable s points to the whole data present in the file. So for I in s will give you each and every character present in the string variable s. So if I equal to a, you should count that C is equal to C plus 1 or answer is equal to answer plus 1. Initially C should be given the value 0 and finally C should be displayed in the computer's monitor. Okay, so only one extra line appears if I equal to A because we want to count the number of A. Another possible question. Write a Python function to count the number of spaces in the file drama.txt. Okay, number of spaces. So instead of I here instead of I equal to a, what is the condition to be written? I equal to space. How do you write space? Inside single quotes you can leave one space. You can use either single quotes or double quotes. Okay, and then C is equal to C plus 1. So now C contains the number of spaces. Another possible question. Write a Python function to count the number of alphabets in the file drama.txt. So you don't need to write all the 26 alphabets. Okay, the condition is if I dot is alpha, there is a built-in function by the name is alpha. So for I in s, I contains each and every character present in the string. Check whether I is an alphabet. How do you check whether I is an alphabet? You can use the function is alpha. So if I dot is alpha, meaning if I contains an alphabet, count that and it will be displayed. So it is basically just change in the condition. The remaining part is one and the same. So even though many questions are there, you just need to understand the condition to be written. That's the only change. And writing the condition carries only half mark. So if this problem carries 3 marks, 2.5 mark is one and the same. Writing the condition gives only half mark. Another one. Write a Python function to count the number of uppercase alphabets in the file drama.txt. So instead of I dot is alpha, what is the condition to be written? Is upper. There is a function by the name is upper. So if I dot is upper. Okay. Similarly, lowercase I dot is lower. Counting the number of digits, I dot is digit. Counting the number of alphabets and digits, it is I dot is alphanumeric. Even though it is written as AL it must be read as alphanumeric. Another possible question. Write a Python function to count the number of vowels in the file notes.txt. So here it is already explained in the video tutor. The condition is there is no function by the name is vowel. Okay, so you have to check I in AEIOU. It must be written like this. Another possible question. Write a Python function to count the number of consonants in the file notes.txt. So you should write I not in AEIOU. So if it is not a vowel, certainly it is a consonant. Okay, like that you can check. Another one. Write a Python function to count the number of special symbols in the file notes.txt. What is the meaning of special symbol? It is neither an alphabet nor a digit, nor a space, meaning it is a special symbol. So you can check for I in S. I contains each and every character present in the string. If I dot is alpha equal to false, meaning it is not an alphabet, and I want to continue in the next line, so I make use of backward slash. If I dot is digit equal to false, meaning it is not a digit. Continue in the next line, so backward slash. If I dot is space equal to false, meaning it is not a white space. What is the meaning of white space? It can be a space character, it can be a tab character, so that is the meaning of white space. Okay, so here I is neither an alphabet nor a digit nor a white space, meaning it is a special symbol. So you can increment C. C is equal to C plus 1, and finally your C contains number of special symbols that must be displayed in the computer's monitor. So please understand how to write the condition. That is important. The remaining part is one and the same, and writing the condition carries only half a mark. Okay. So even though this part is difficult, still you should get 2.5 marks because the remaining part is one and the same. Now, question number 9. What are white space characters available in Python? White space means it can be a space, it can be a horizontal tab, it can be new line character, it can be vertical tab, it can be the feed character, carriage return. Carriage return means cursor will go to the beginning of the same line. Okay, so these are the white space characters available in Python. So is space checks whether it is a white space or not. So if I dot e space equal to false means it is not a white space character. So please memorize the white space character. It may come for the theory exam. So this is how the question will come from text files.